After the death of Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia, here are 4 things you need to know about what comes next. First, the court is now ideologically split. There are 4 liberals, 3 conservatives, and 1 swing vote. So what happens when the court splits 4-4? Well, the lower court's ruling is upheld, and most of the U.S. appeals courts swing liberal, having been appointed by Democratic presidents. But until Scalia's replacement is found, what's going to happen for the current cases split at 4-4? Well, it's likely a liberal win on a case dealing with labor unions and another on legislative redistricting. But it's probably a conservative win on the case of abortion clinic restrictions in Texas and the case that challenged President Obama's executive action on immigration. Second, the hunt is on for the 9th justice, and it's gonna be ugly. Senate Republicans do not want the bench to swing liberal for the first time in decades. They say the seat should remain empty until the next president is in office 11 months from now. But for the last 12 Supreme Court nominees, it only took an average of 2 months from nomination to confirmation or rejection. But because Republicans control the Senate and therefore the confirmation process, they might just get their way. And of course, the presidential election just got way more interesting. Every candidate will surely use the empty seat as an example of how important the president's role is. Democrats will harp on protecting abortion rights, and Republicans on the Second Amendment. But several senators are also up for re-election, and how they act in this nomination process could affect how they fare with their voters in November. So all this is likely to galvanize a lot more people to get out and vote. And finally, there are other old justices on the bench too. We could find ourselves in the same position in no time. So what will happen to Scalia's seat, and what do you think the Supreme Court will look like in a year's time?